Tish's nugget this week is just a little pep talk, just to keep you going, keep you motivated. This is part of my job. Motivation when you're doing an online strength program is hard. There's no one specifically standing there in the weight room watching, waiting for you to show up. And if you don't show up, you're not paying, a $200 an hour session down the drain. You're just missing a workout. There's no one there to. I think the app does remind you that you missed a workout, but there really is a little different dynamic when you're online. So this is my goal, to kind of give you a little pep talk without actually being there physically for you. So every week I sit down and go through compliance rates. Yes, every single one of you has a name in the app, and I pay very close attention to the compliance rates. Some of you are doing excellent. Most of you are doing pretty good. And I would say there's just a very small group of you that need a little. So this message is for all of you, because it's a very important reminder for every single one of you to know that I do in fact keep the membership small enough so I can keep track of each and every one of you. This is very important and should help with your accountability. You know that I go in and check in, I respond to little comments at the end of the workouts, and I want you to know that I pay very strict attention to this. I sometimes reward 100% or even 95% compliance with free sessions as well. But they tend to be the same people that do 100% each and every session. So they just say, don't bother, Tish. So I will still keep an eye on it, but really I just want people to be reminded of why they go to your why. Why did you sign up? Was it to feel more comfortable in your own skin? Was it to feel more disciplined? Was it to have structure in your life? And knowing that when you go into the gym, you open up your phone, you know those workouts inside that app are going to get you where you need to be in the most efficient time. Is it to look better? Is it to have more energy? Is it to sleep better? Some of you will say all of the above. Well, these workouts will do that. I have the hard part, I have the easy part. I have to sit down each and every week and make sure that I'm providing the best program I possibly can for you. But your job is much more difficult. You have to show up. You have to make the effort to either go into your gym at home or to get your shoes on, get in your car and drive to the gym. So I do understand that this is a component, especially with online, that makes it a little more challenging for accountability. But please know that I am on the other side of the app cheering you on each and every way. These 3 strength workouts are going to improve your strength. When you improve strength, you know you're putting on muscle. When you know you're putting on muscle, you know you're getting rid of unwanted body fat. Therefore, you know that your overall wellness is improving, and you're going to feel that much more comfortable and confident in your own skin if you're consistent. We are into week 6, I believe, starting this week. I'm just going to be sitting down here now and programming that week for you. But I just wanted to remind you of those 3 strength workouts. I know I keep saying it, 3 strength workouts, but those are the ones that you need to get done. Day 1, day 3, day 5. You don't have to do them on the exact days that I've calendarized. Just please make sure that you do them in the right order. I program so that there's no overtraining. This will decrease risk of injury. So the order of which you do the strength workouts is very important. Remember, the optional HIIT workouts are just that. Please add to your workout routine what you like to do. Just make sure that a couple times a week you're getting hypoxic, which is out of breath, because we want to make sure that your heart and your lungs are also being conditioned. Now, through the strength training, you're definitely going to be getting hypoxic in many of the workouts, but I really do want to make sure that you're committing 1 or 2 times a week and getting uncomfortable, so you're really conditioning yourself. And those workouts will also help with mental clarity and getting rid of anxiety. They're just an overall great way to feel great. So they're quick, they're fast, but I just want you to know that those 2 hits can be replaced with any other activities that you prefer. Just please don't forget to write completed, because like I just reminded you, I am paying very close attention to your compliance. So many of you will say completed, just finished. I mean, some of you are absolutely amazing. Just finished a 17 mountain bike ride up the whatever, and I'm like, wow. I thought I was the one that was supposed to be doing the inspiring, but I have to say that many of you are absolutely incredible human beings, and I wish that I could celebrate you in person. But anyways, that's something I'm not able to do, but this is the best way that I communicate to how proud I am of you all. I'm not a big cardio person, as you know. I like to try to get my 7,000 to 10,000 steps in each and every day. I like to break those up into 3 or 4 sessions instead of one big one. It's much better for you if you can do that. Does that mean that I'm sweating and out of breath 3 times a day? No, absolutely not. Sometimes it just means that I'm walking down on my treadmill backwards for 15 minutes after dinner. And I'm not sweating, I'm just moving instead of sitting on the couch. So anyways, I digress. Those 3 strength workouts, there should be less than 1 hour long. So I'm hoping with your warm up and cool down, I know I keep pushing the importance of warm up, cool down, and your mobility. But you should still be able to get in and out in less than an hour. So that is less than 3 hours a week that I'm telling you will make a huge, huge difference in the way you feel. So if you haven't been as consistent as you would have liked, please don't stress about that. There is always time for you to jump in. Sometimes we don't feel as well as we should be, or sometimes life comes up. It is what it is, right? So never feel like you're behind. You're never behind. You just jump back in when you're able to, and maybe just dial it back a little if you haven't been as consistent. Because keep in mind, each and every week I add on to the intensity of the workout. So if you've missed a couple of weeks just due to life, then maintain the same week that we're doing. Don't go back to where you started. Go back to where we are and just dial it back a little. That is my best piece of advice, is to just maybe do less reps, maybe just don't do the drop setting that I've encouraged you to do. Maybe or one of the biggest things is don't train your body through a certain failure. I'll write in the notes a lot of times, like, make sure the last 2 are uncomfortable. If consistency hasn't been something you've been able to do so far, just dial that intensity back a little bit. If you are waking up the next day and feeling like you worked out 24, 48 hours, like you can tell that you worked out, it takes 24 to 48 hours, that you move your body, you can tell you worked out. That is sort of where I want you to be. If you're not able to sit on a toilet or do your activities properly following a workout, you need to dial it back. This is by no means too intense for you or too hard of a program for you. You just need to take your own measures to dial it back. The same thing goes for if you're not feeling the workouts within 24 to 48 hours. A lot of coaches will say you don't need to feel the workouts. I tend to disagree. I like to feel something, right? I know that if there's some type of response the next day, that I have made some changes in the body. Muscle change and growth is extremely difficult, ladies. And so we do need to focus our attention on our movements, keeping them slow, controlled, and making sure that the weight is appropriate. But again, this has to be progressive. A lot of times people will say to me, how do you stay so motivated? And I'll be honest, I'm not the most motivated person. In fact, this summer I was not great. I got maybe 1 or 2 workouts in each week. My eating was awful for me, and I just wasn't well. I just wasn't doing a very good job. But now I'm back on track. I've gotten my 3 lifts in each week. I'm getting my steps in and making sure I'm uncomfortable in my walks, etc., etc. Picking it up a notch with my nutrition this last week too. So everything is finally falling into place. So for me, motivation comes and goes, just like all of you. I just think you get to a point where you're just like, I just don't feel well, and I just want to feel better. Put on the jeans after all summer and they're not feeling as comfortable as they did last winter. To me, that's usually a sign that I'm like, okay, I need to pick things up a notch. So motivation is something that I just think is sort of comes and goes, and you embrace it when it's there, and you have a goal, maybe you have a trip or you know, you have a special event that is keeping you driven and focused, but many of us, it's just day to day, right? We just want to be healthier. And I think the biggest thing that you need to take away from this video this week is motivation comes and goes, and just like everyone, most people don't feel motivated to work out. The one thing I can tell you though is through your actions you will see results, and through those results you will feel motivated. So I always kind of look at it as a circle. So motivation is over here. What starts here is the action, those 3 workouts a week, getting those shoes on, walking down into your gym, or taking a trip to the local gym that you've been training at, and taking action 3 times a week for less than an hour. So that's less than 3 hours each week. And then through the continued discipline, through those actions, you start seeing results. And those results happen differently in different ways, depending on how your habits are. But almost instantly, you will start feeling more in control of your life. And through the action and those results is what will keep you motivated. So without the action, you will never get motivated. And so that is sort of my biggest communication to you right now is motivation comes through your actions, and through those actions you see results. And as soon as you see those results, you will stay motivated. I have many clients that I've seen that shift. I call it the brain shift. And it takes time. Sometimes people never will shift because they just don't stick with it. Life is busy, especially for us, not even for me, for you, because you have children and careers and all of it. I just have dogs and my career. So I know that even my lifestyle is far less busy than a lot of yours. So I understand and can appreciate sometimes the challenges, but let's make sure that we stay committed to this action that we have made a commitment to, or some of you have just recently made a commitment to. Many of you have been doing this for years now, and it just absolutely blows my mind sometimes when I see it's still the same names over and over and over again after so many years. So anyways, I digress. I really hope that this little 12.5-minute pick-me-up little speech / lecture has helped you. I just want you to know that on the other side of the app, there is someone sincerely caring about your progress. Now's a good time to start taking progress pictures. So if you have been consistent, I would say take a second round of progress pictures. Again, never a pressure. There's a spot right in the inside of the app for you to do so. If you've not taken any pictures, do it. Like I said, those are for you. And it really is the easiest way to, if one of your goals is to change the look of your body, progress pictures will be the most honest way to do it. Just make sure you're wearing the same clothes and the same angle with the same lighting. All of that makes a big difference. So make sure that you're helping yourself with creating light that's in front of you, not behind you, all of those things. I think I posted an Instagram post about how to do that. So if you'd like to see that, please let me know on the Facebook page. Okay, so now it's 13 minutes and almost 14 minutes. So I'm gonna put my phone down, turn this off, wish you all a fantastic week, and we will see you soon.